Alfa Romeo, who previously raced as Sauber, have been using Ferrari engines since 2010. However, 2020 was their worst showing as Alfa Romeo. They only managed to score 8 points in 2020 after having scored 57 points in 2019. A big reason behind this decline was the underpowered Ferrari engine, which many feel was the slowest engine in the field. Alfa Romeo's team principal Frederick Vasseur has now spoken about the future of this partnership while speaking to Blick. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, are Alfa Romeo considering a split with Ferrari? Vasseur began by looking at the effect of the pandemic and how they knew early on that they were in trouble. First, it's not just about good or bad. We did a good job globally, but of course the results shocked us. There was a kind of hectic rush. We tried to react in all departments. When we woke up, it was too late. But even 10 months ago, we didn't have a good feeling during the tests in Barcelona. He then spoke about the Ferrari engine while acknowledging improvements on the team front. We knew the new rules would hit the Ferrari engine hard, but our reliability shows that we have done a good job thanks to the team. When asked if Ferrari's weak engine was the cause of their downward spiral, Vasseur stated the following: "That is your interpretation, but I cannot disagree with you very much. I don't know how many percent it was, but we lost 0.3 to 0.4 seconds per lap to our rivals." He then specifically addressed the state of things at Ferrari. How big the problems the Italians were in was revealed in the second half, when we fought against the Works team and even finished ahead of them in Abu Dhabi. Apart from the reliability, we couldn't be satisfied with the results, but this year must have been a disaster for Ferrari. Vasseur then revealed the duration of the current deal they have with Ferrari. We are tied to Ferrari until the end of 2021. Then we have to go over the books, because the next contract should be concluded from 2022 to 2026 because of the new cars. He signed off by revealing if they will renew their partnership with Ferrari after their current deal expires. You can never say that. It's like a marriage. Nobody guarantees you will stay with the same woman forever. Like me. In a partnership, you always have to consider that there are ups and downs, so we have to ask ourselves, what is the best deal? Until now, Ferrari has mostly been a solid partner. Fast feed. Ferrari team principal Matteo Binotto feels that it will be a difficult experiment to get by on a budget cap of $145 million for Ferrari as they are in the middle of a reorganisation. He also suggested that the balance of how much time they still have to put into the car for 2021 and how much time they can put into that for 2022 will be a decisive factor. He also praised his new driver Carlos Sainz by stating that he has the speed, the experience, wins many places in the race and usually brings the car to the finish. He further added that with a view to the Constructors' Championship, they need two drivers who regularly score. For Red Bull team principal Christian Horner, it was impossible to ignore Sergio's performance this year. He further thinks that Sergio has driven a great campaign. He's been truly impressive, particularly in the second half of the season, and he's earned the seat. His driver Max Verstappen has joked that he does not speak any Spanish, but his new teammate Sergio Perez can learn Dutch. He further joked that he signed the contract with Perez himself and kept the salary low when asked if he was involved in the decision to hire Perez as his teammate. On a more serious note, he stated that there were conversations, but it's Helmut, Christian and Dietrich who make the decisions. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff is of the opinion that Red Bull is getting a fast driver with a lot of experience. He sees Perez as a reinforcement for them. They will become an even bigger rival. Former F1 driver turned commentator Martin Brundle feels that Perez should be experienced fast enough to handle the pressure of mighty Max. He is also happy that outgoing driver Alex Albon is still very much in the game for the future. He's better than he's looked this year, as was Gasly last year. Ferrari's Carlos Sainz is fully ready, fully motivated, totally refreshed for this new challenge. Sergio Perez has stated that the chance to race for a championship contending team is something he has been hoping for since he joined F1. And he further added that it will be a proud moment to step onto the grid in Red Bull colours. Should Alfa Romeo find a new engine supplier? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.